Welcome to Lesson 20 for Module 4. These problems are very similar to what we did in Lesson 19. One difference, though, is that these ones are mixed numbers. We are going through this process to change a type of measurement to another unit. So in the first example, what you can see here is they've gone from yards to feet, and instead of saying 2/3 of a yard, it's 2 2/3 of a yard. And as you look down here in this process, they've gone from as far as 2 2/3 times 1 yard, that's the same thing, 2 2/3 times 3 feet. So we've gone from taking this yard and turning it into 3 feet. And then when you change your mixed number, you have to multiply the whole number times the denominator, as far as like for every one of these yards, it's 3 feet. So we multiply times that, 3, and then times 2 up the top. So then you have it as an equal fraction that is the same as what the mixed number had been. If it takes 3 to have a whole, you've got 2 of them. 2 times 3 is 6. And you already had these 2 pieces here. 6 plus 2 gets you 8. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one, and I'll finish it up. It's partially done, and then we'll pick another one, and then I'll have you give a problem a try. So this time we've got feet to yards. Once again, 1 1/4 feet is the same as 1 1/4 times 1 foot. And then we're changing over to 1 foot is the same as 1/3 of a yard. They've gone 1 times 4 plus 1 gets you 5 over 4. Then when you multiply, 5 times 1 is 5, and 4 times 3 is 12. So 1 1/4 of a foot is less than half of a yard, because we know it takes 1.5 or 1 1/2 feet to equal half of a yard. So 5 is less than half of 12, so that makes sense, 5/12 of a yard. Let's come on down and we will take a look at this one right here, F. 33 months. So if we have 33 months, it's the same as 33 times 1 month. And if we're going to change 1 month to a year, we're going to be keeping the 33, because that's how much we're working with, times, and how much of a year is a month? It's 1/12 of a year. So now when we go to multiply, it's going to be 33 over 1 times 1 over 12. And it's just multiplying by 1 in both cases for the numerator and for the denominator. If it takes 12 to have a whole, we know that if we have 2 sets of 12, it gets us 24. So there's 2 full years in there. And then think about the difference. What do you add to 24 to get to 33? If we go 24 to 34, that's 10. So 33 is 1 less than that. So it's going to be 9/12. But we can divide both of those by 3, can't we? So we can simplify this and go 3 goes into 9 3 times. 3 goes into 12 4 times. So we've changed 33 months, and we got 2 3/4 of a year. 2 3/4 of a year as a result. We'll take a look at one more of these. Let's take a look at this one right here. So Tiffany sending a package that cannot exceed 16 pounds. The package contains books that weigh a total of 9 3/8 of a pound. The other items to be sent weigh 3/5 the weight of the books. Will she be able to send this package? So what we're doing is we're figuring out what is 3/5 of 9 3/8, and then seeing if we can add it in and be less than 16 pounds. So we've got here, we're going to have to turn this into an improper fraction. 9 times 8 is 72, plus 3 more gets us 75. So that's 75/8, and we're multiplying that times 3/5. And we know that 5 goes into itself once, and 5 goes into 75. 5 goes into 7 one time, leaving us 25, so that's another 5. So 3 times 15 is 45, and we're dividing that by 8 to figure out how many pounds it is. We know that 8 times 5 is 40, and there's 5 left over, so 5/8. Now let's see if we can add these together and work our way up and see if this is going to be more than 16 pounds or not. So we are adding, we had the 9 3/8 pounds of books. We're adding to that 5 5/8. So let's look at our fractions first. 5 plus 3 is 8. So that's going to get us another 1. That's going to get us another whole. So if we add these together, we can just call this one a 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. So 15 pounds means she can mail it. Oh, there we go. That's to specify. Let's take a look at the homework problem for tonight. Express your answer as a mixed number. So these ones, it's the same thing. And if you want to look at this example again, you can go back to the beginning. You can go back to the beginning of this video and look at these examples as far as showing the steps. I would like you to pick one. Slide. Pick a letter. There we go. Pick a letter. And as a mixed number. So if you have an improper fraction at the end, you have to turn it into a mixed number. So, show steps, very important. Happy face. All right, see you tomorrow.